Ah, what are they? Hell, there's what the wreck truck looks like now. Yeah, they're all stripped out in the frame sitting there. But today's issue. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. Tahoe started up because I'm thinking about putting that motor from the wreck truck in there. And here's the thing. Listen. And I have not switched the motors. And I've got video out here on YouTube of this thing just clanging and banging and carrying on to all in low oil pressure. Well, listen to this thing. Sounds perfectly fine. And here's the other catch. Now it'll probably change on me. It's dropped a little on oil pressure. And it's up to operating temp. And it's running fine. I don't get that. I've rebuilt 300-400 Chevys in my years. When I used to racing that, holy cow, I had a lot of motors. I did a lot of motor work at one time. I ain't ever had a Chevy act like this. When they started clanging and banging, they were usually done. And now, I mean, that video before, I mean, I can rev her up and now I did that before and you thought the thing was coming apart. I'm really lost on this one now. So, I hate to throw a good engine away. Well, actually I won't. I'd tear it down and rebuild it, but it's got me baffled on what the hell is going on with it. So, I guess I'll let it sit here and run for a little bit. If it doesn't start doing it again. Now, I did have one other GM product one time, and that shouldn't be the issue. I had an old 77 Pontiac Grand Prix with a 400 in it. And one time I went to, and that's when I was going through school, and they said if you run one certain brand of oil, don't change it, because you'll have problems. Well, I was getting ready to take a trip. Sure shit, I changed oil. Went up to the gas station that used to be north of here, and started back, and all of a sudden she started just ticking. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding. Well, I was still going to go on my trip, and I was young and ornery, so I got back to the farm here and I ripped that 400 Pontiac apart, lifter pump down. So I went and got some lifters, replaced the lifters, put her back together. I made my trip the next day. But yeah, changing the oil, the lifters pumped down. See, I had changed oil in the Tahoe, but that oil's been in there long enough that it shouldn't have pumped down like that if that's what happened, because I don't know. So the Tahoe is a mystery right now. So I guess I'll let her run and see if the noise comes back. Otherwise, I'll be mad. I could have been driving that thing all this winter. But yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll talk to you. I'll come back if it makes more noise, or I'll be back one way or another. All right. Oops. Hey, I took the Tahoe for another drive. You know, oil pressure keeps dropping. 2,000 RPM. I was lucky to have 20 pounds of oil pressure, but and then she started to hesitate a little, so there's an issue with it. So I guess we'll continue to head forward and change the motor out on that, and Then we'll tear that motor down and see what it was. So, alright, well, it miraculously didn't fix itself, so I guess we're going to still have to pull the motor out of that one. So, alright, we'll talk to you later.